Hello everyone, and welcome to our ECM long-range forecast on May 19th, 2024. So starting off with our pressure anomaly from week 1. So week 1 will be quite a messy week, but here is what the chart tells us. So we have above average pressure, that's high pressure to our northeast, over southern Scandinavia, also down into the Baltic Sea. Low pressure towards France, Italy, and the Mediterranean. Also a low towards Greenland, and that is pushing down into the ocean as well. Now, this tells you a lot. So there'll be a warm easterly winds that will be evident, especially early in the week, and also there is instability from these areas of low pressure. Now, this will lead, especially on Monday, Tuesday, to some big storms in parts of the country, especially on Tuesday. Now, beyond Wednesday, this low and this low will join together to form a bigger trough of low pressure. So some cooler, more unsettled weather is likely from Wednesday onwards, especially, well, over all areas really. And also some heavy rain might push in from the east on Thursday. So a lot happening this week, but warm and thundery starts and a bit of a cooler and just a more generally, I think, a more Atlantic influenced end to the week. Our temperature forecast is above average, especially because of the first part of the week, and the precip anomaly is about average really, possibly a bit above average inland there due to the storms. There's a patch of green there in the east. That's because of storms. Now, moving on to our week 2 pressure anomaly. So this is from May 27th to June 3rd. This week looks a bit mysterious. So we have a high pressure over Scandinavia and the Baltic Sea down into Northern Europe. Also, we have a big ridge to our west, well to our west, towards like Canada. In the middle, we have this white area that would probably, in reality, be a trough of low pressure over Iceland, Ireland, the UK, down into France and Spain, Iberia. So the temperature anomaly is therefore lowering down to about average, and the precip anomaly into June is dry to our south but wet to our north. So I mean that probably is just a trough of low in the end. So that's probably quite a cooler and wetter week. So week 3 is June 3rd to June 10th, our first full week of summer. So this week, okay, so let's just go through this again. So we have high pressure ridging up from Africa into Central Europe, also a ridge out to our west, well to our west. In the middle, there's a trough. Now we are towards the east of the trough, really. So there's a chance there of bringing up a southerly wind on the eastern side of the low. So it could be quite warm, but also wet. So a temperature anomaly, well, no, it's actually about average only. So maybe that's wrong. And looking at our precip anomaly, it's wet to our south over France, also to our north. The dry anomalies are well to our southeast. I'm guessing that's again quite a cool and not that nice week. So week 4 is June 10th to June 17th. This one again doesn't look that great. We've got a high pressure well to our south over Africa, Iberia, Mediterranean. So if this comes off, it'll be a very nice June for Southern Europe. Very hot, very dry. But for us, we are under this wet zone. So it's again probably going to be low pressure. Again, westerly winds. Temperature anomaly for week 4 is about average again, and the precip anomaly is above average to our west. It's probably showing a westerly flow there. Week 5 is June 17th to June 24th. This one again not that great. We have a ridge to our southwest. That's the Azores High. Also well to our east, like across the Middle East into Russia. Very hot week therefore for Eastern Europe there. But for us, we're possibly a bit drier there. Trough of low, probably into Europe there. So a cool northwesterly wind, temperature anomaly It does, though, edge a bit further up, but only a touch above average. And the precip anomaly is actually still quite wet, especially to our north. That's probably still quite a wet week. Not that warm either, tiny bit above average. And finally, week 6 is June 24th to July 1st. July 1st. So this week has a high pressure towards Southeast Europe into the Middle East. Very hot week for them. Also a ridge to our west. Now, probably bringing in northerly winds, and the trough is probably near as well. So the temperature anomaly there is about average only, and the precip anomaly is a touch drier than average. But just judging by what's happening there, I still wouldn't say that isn't really a great week or anything. Now, so it seems like after Wednesday's breakdown of this nice weather here, it was like we're back to westerly winds of some sort, low pressure in charge. Although the pressure anomaly doesn't really show it, I'd say that is what's happening, as the temperatures are only about average. That is rare for charts to show. Normally, this model goes for above average temperatures all the way, and the precip anomaly is about average, if not slightly above average. So not that great, nothing too exciting coming up for June if it's correct. Of course, bear in mind last summer, we thought with this chart that we would see a cool, we thought that we'd see a hot and dry summer even, but it ended up cool and wet in July and August. So just showing you, it can change, but recently we've seen a good streak of confidence from this model that June is going to be not that great, just kind of wet and kind of cool. So yes, everyone, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye for now.